means the king of light. It's fucking sexy. How about that? Y'all are nasty. Anyway, so fucking, you're really creating light. I know you do. Love the word pussy. No pussy for boys. Don't forget. But yeah, fucking is the king of light. And so that's what's happening when you're having sex. And when you're creating a child, you're creating light. And I think that, we're looking for that light when we're trying to choose, our next life. And maybe we could actually read that light and kind of see, how we're going to create our next story to make ourselves better. Because I believe that we create our next story. Why are you saying no? No what? No? Okay. So I said that the serpent is parents. Okay, so it says when your parents having sex, the exchange of bodily fluids is DNA. That's really the subconscious. And wisdom, again, we're going back to wisdom because wisdom, thank you. I'm pretty. You guys are so sweet. Wisdom is really the womb because the word womb is in the word wisdom. All you have to do is turn that D around and you have the word is womb. Wisdom is in the womb. That is why I keep trying to tell men, they get all upset with me and think that I'm leaving them out. I'm not leaving them out. I want them to understand the science of the womb. Okay. But anyway, so the womb is also called the matrix. And that is where the whole trick is taking place. Trick is also to be, wisdom is the womb. Yep. To be deceived, to be tricked, which they say that's what the serpent did to Eve. So wouldn't it make sense that they were in a garden or in a womb? Would make perfect sense. And also the womb sheds its lining when it's going through its menstrual cycle. This is why I laughed at the whole, you're not supposed to have a cycle. Like, I don't know about that. No, I'm not going for that. But a woman's womb sheds every month, just like a serpent sheds, because it's renewing and repairing itself. That is because the feminine is the healer. Even if a man wants to, help heal a woman, he will have to be balanced with his feminine side. There's no way that he could help heal a woman if he himself is not balanced with the feminine side of himself. Okay, so that's how I know that serpent got to do with the parents. Okay. Yes, Yada said that. Whatever, dude. Dude is showing pictures of his shit, and motherfuckers is buying it up. Whatever. All right, so serpent is also, I'm almost at 30 minutes, but I'm going to stay on since, you guys seem to be paying attention. But serpent, the word serpent in the Bible comes from the word nakash. Nakash. Nakash? Cash. Money, moolah, cha-ching. Yes, the serpent is representing money. My day was fabulous, love. My day was fabulous. I'm here drinking some wine, so that always makes it beautiful. But so Nakash is representing cash or money, and money is really energy, and money is also time. Okay, so Nakash would be relative to Akashic records, the dollar sign. That's ISIS on that dollar sign, Bernadette. Nagash, that's all the serpent. Yep. Because you're saying Nakash, you're saying Nagash. Naga means serpent. Is there such thing as a devil? Yes, sweetie, you are the devil. You're the devil in your God. You're your own adversary. The dollar sign, exactly. So, the serpent in the garden have to do with your Akashic records, which is stored in your subconscious. That is where all your memory is. So, the serpent in the garden has to do with passing down that memory. Mind you, I'm saying memory, like that mom sound. Mom. It's all coming through the woman. It's all coming through the woman. It's all coming through the feminine energy or the feminine side of yourself. So, of course, women, because they're more in tune with their feminine side, most of us are anyway, even though we suppress it, we would kind of grab onto that more quicker. Our Akashic records will be opened up a little bit quicker than men because, you know, the fight that they have with their own ego and stuff like that. Memory, me, Mary. Exactly. Not to mention your membranes or your mind brains. You have your mind brains. Exactly. So what I want to say about your memory is that you are to remember, when you're trying to remember yourself, your whole journey is about you remembering yourself and you finding yourself. That's what loving yourself is. So you are to remember yourself so that you can remember, why the fuck am I here? What was my purpose? Because trust me, you have a purpose. You know how I know you have a purpose? Because the word purpose is the word propose. Purpose and propose is the same. Long live estrogen. You're stupid. That's Ishtar, you know. That's Easter, estrogen. Estrogen really means to generate passion. As in compassion. Compassion means womb. But everyone has a purpose. And you are to find yours. That is loving yourself. The word purpose is propose. So when your father's semen met your mother's egg in the womb, that's a marriage. He proposed to her. He proposed a concept. That's how she conceived. Because he proposed a concept to her. Hey, this child they were making, like, you know, and you were involved in that, of course. You know, we need to give them a purpose. So this is what I propose. Okay? This is all based on my opinion and me looking at words. This stuff all has to do with you remembering yourself and your purpose. Now, there was an exchange of energy. That's what sex really is. It's an exchange of energy. Actually, sex is not necessarily, you know, physical penetration, because I'm penetrating you now. You like it? Exchange of energy is even when we're just conversing, we're having a conversation. That is how, you know, you can start developing feelings for someone. You can, you know, get a close friendship with someone because you guys exchange energy. And when they exchange energy, eggs change. The eggs change. The eggs change. That means that other people can influence your mind and change you, change your DNA. That's my whole goal for No Pussy for Boys, by the way, is to change our DNA, change how we think about sex. But so that's the exchange of energy. So that's what was happening in the garden, an exchange of energy, because you're talking about money. Even when you said, you stupid. I'm laughing at the goddess in me. She said, girl, penetrate me. I'm all ears. Actually, that's how you really get penetrated too, through your ears, because the ears is the gateway to your heart. That's why the word ear is in the middle of the word heart. Your ears is the gateway to your heart. So, also how I know how the exchange of energy have to do, energy has to do with money, because exchange has the word change in it. And change is what? Coins, money. Right? So yeah. Now, serpent, this is the 9th one, by the way. Serpent is the word present. It's the same word. I'm pretty sure I said that earlier. So serpent gives us the gift of now. It's to be present. It's to be here. It's to be in the now. We're always in the now. You have the ability to go back into your memory and think about something that happened to you in the past and actually feel that shit like you were still there. That's the ability to always be in the now. You can sit up there and think about what you want to happen in your future. And this is actually part of how you learn to manifest things, because you think about what's happening in your future. You are supposed to imagine it as if it's happening right now, and you're supposed to feel it like it's happening right now. That is the gift that the serpent gave us. The power to be in now, always, is to be presence. Okay. And the presence is also the present. Now, when do you get presents? At Christmas. You also get presents on your birthday, right? So that's how we know that presents have to do with Jesus, with Christmas and Christ, which Christ really, I'm talking about the anointed oil. Well, the word oil in Hebrew comes from the word shemen. Shemen in Hebrew, you can keep an H in or take it out and it's still the same word. So shemen is really semen. So that means Christ has to do with semen, sperm, eggs, all of that kind of stuff. That's what Christ is. So I said that you get presents on your birthday and on Christmas. That means you get a gift. That's how I know that every last one of you guys that are listening, you have a gift and you do not know it. You have a gift. You have a gift that is supposed to be used to uplift humanity. Once you learn your gift and once you find out, some of us have gifts in astrology. Some of us read natal charts. Some of us have psychic abilities. Me, myself, I have the gift of sound and hearing, and those things are to be used to uplift humanity. So, or to help people find themselves. But that's what your gift is. A gift is also a talent. This is what was given to you in the womb. This is what all has to do with the serpent in the womb in the garden. You were given a gift. You were given a talent. You were given a present. A talent has the word T-A-L-E on the front of it. You have psychic abilities. What I'm thinking about now, then. Go ahead, tell me. Anyway, a talent. Talent means money. Talent, the etymology of the word talent. Let's see, I wrote it down. Yeah. The etymology of the word talent means sum of money. Okay, I see you, Tariq. This ain't the same as listening to No Pussy for Boys. Listen, I do have a Blog Talk Radio, and you guys are listening. You can go into No Pussy for Boys. You can go into Blog Talk Radio, go into search, put in No Pussy for Boys. There's multiple shows on there you guys can listen to. The last show was all about healing, and how to heal from past traumatic, things that happen in your life, whether it be rape, abuse, heartbroke, all of that kind of stuff. So shout out to Brother Barudi and Sister Jamila, who stood by my side on that show. But anyway, so yeah, talent is means the sum of money, and it has the word tell right in front of it. T-A-L-E. That tells you right there that it's a story. Whose story? Your story. The story of you finding yourself. The story of you unlocking yourself with that key that they call an ankh. Unlock your own Akashic records. To really understand who you really are, which I'm still unfolding myself and understanding what I am and what my goal is. What I do know right now is my gift. That's pretty much what I know that so far. But a talent is something that you are just naturally able to do, and it was given to you in the womb. Now, this is the last one, number 10, and this is actually going to lead me into karma, what karma is. I kind of know about karma, but not fully, but I'll give you guys what I have came to understand about it. The word serpent is also pen with a T on the end, okay? That's also how you know that word serpent is really had to do with feminine. Because even when you look at the hieroglyphics or, all the transliterations of the hieroglyphics, if they have a T on the end of it, that means it's feminine. Now, a T is also an X. Koch records. Yeah, Shama, psychic abilities is creepy. I'm not going to tell y'all what he said, but it is a little creepy. How does one learn to discover their gifts or talents? They have to ask themselves. I've literally laid in the bed and chanted over and over and over, who am I? You have to continuously, you got to look for your, like, how the Bible say, look for God like a lost treasure. Okay, Nature Boy, he said I'm an X-Men. I still ain't watched that too. I need to watch that again, like the original X-Men. That word in the Bible too, by the way, X-Men. I forgot what it means. But he asked me, how do you find your gift? You have to search for yourself like you looking for God. You're God. You're the God that you're looking for. You have to ask yourself a gazillion questions. That's praying. You have to really, trust me, when you start asking yourself questions, the universe is going to answer you. You just have to really, really pay attention. Okay, yeah, I'm reading your comments. So the word serpent, the number 10, is pen, and X, or serpent and T, because a T is the same as an X. Now, whenever I see a T or an X, I see that as meaning power. And the reason why is because when you say that something is to the something power, well, that means you multiplied it. That means you use either an X or a plus sign. So when I see a T or an X, I'll say that it means power. So the serpent, I would interpret that also as being, you have to crucify yourself. Hell yeah, you do. You're going to have to kill your ego. You're going to have to kill your false self. You have to kill everything that you believe about what you've been given about, yourself and the world and everything. You have to let all of that shit go for you to find your true self. But serpent is the Lord of the power of the pen, because it's Sir, the pen, and the X. So it's the Lord of the power of the pen. Now, who has the pen? The men have the pen because they have the penis. The pen is the pen. See, the mother uses her son to bring judgment to us. We do tend to overlook our gifts, Shama. I hear you. Actually, you always lead. So the serpent is the Lord of the power of the pen, and the pen is within the penis because the mother uses her son to bring justice by ejaculation. And that is what helps generate our DNA. So now the pen is also Isis. That's how I know that the pen really belongs to the mother. That it's the feather. Maku covered this too as well. On one of the shows, he talked about how the pen is really the feather, or the penis is the feather that's sitting in the head of Ma'at. Because a feather means pen, and the men have a penis, right? There's also relative to the pineal gland as well. The penis is the pen, yes. So now what's in the pen is ink, right? Etymology of ink means a dark liquid or a dark water. Well, that's the subconscious. That's why I said that the mother is using her son to bring your karma through. And it's happening through the subconscious of him. Somehow our DNA is being created, but she's using the penis, okay? As a tool. Now that sits in the head of Ma'at as the feather, because Ma'at represents the law of truth. She represents order, and she represents justice, where justice is taking place during gestation. Justice, gestation. That's gestation means time in the womb. That is what Jesus really is. Another name for Jesus was justice in the Bible. So Jesus is also representing justice, which have to do with karma. Because it's getting your sentence in this prison that we have. These cells that we have is a prison. It's your sentence. So your sentence is within your DNA. It's your story. So I try to be careful, when I'm talking to women who have dealt with, molestation and rape and things like that. I try to be very delicate with them. But at the same time, if they were to really understand, somehow it really is tied into karma, and it's not about me victim blaming or any of the other shit. Like you really need to understand the womb and what really happens in regards to how somehow we generate these things and they come back on us. Okay. There's a lesson in all of it though. I say that with all compassion and humility, because I myself have been date raped. So I have some understanding of what that violation feels like. But I just wanted the women to understand that, because I know that they struggle with that, and it will help you a lot better if you understood like DNA and karma and how the womb works and stuff like that. You might be able to let that go a lot easier, or even forgive your oppressor, or forgive the person that hurt you. But anyway, so the penis is used to deliver the message of justice. That's what I got written down. The penis is mighty. They say the penis is mighty. Yeah, because it delivers time. Oh, thank you. Yes, I have been a victim of date rape. I'm past that though. That kind of threw me off. So mighty is the word M-I-T-E, mighty. Mighty. I don't want to be in prison forever, Shama. He said, why is our cells a prison? For they have the ability to live forever. Why would I want to be in prison forever, though? I think what we need to learn how to do is to know what it is to function in and out of this prison, and to navigate in between time, whatever that means. But time. How do I know that it is when a man ejaculates into a woman to create a child, he is the one that's delivering time? Because the word seed in Hebrew comes from the word zera, Z-E-R-A. So that word has the word era in it. Isn't life a form of prison? I would say yes to that. Life, the word life, is the word, it has the word lie right in it. L-I-E. That tells you right there that none of this shit is real, which is why you're a God and you can create your own reality, because it's not real. You can create it based on your thoughts. Which if you become a master of your thoughts, you are indeed a God. Because thoughts just run rampant in that forest that we got up in our head. That's the wilderness. The wilderness this is hair. This is a weave, y'all. But, I'm starting my locks too soon, just to let you know. Probably after I take this out, I'm going to start my locks. But, all this hair that we got in our head, well, that's the forest. That's the wilderness. And your thoughts just run wild up in that thing. But if you can learn how to control your thoughts, Shama, I know that. No such thing as time. Well, sort of it is. It is, but it ain't. Just like we're living and we're dying at the same time. It is, but it ain't. But if you can control your thoughts, you are indeed a God. You are indeed a master of yourself. Yes, lock, sweetie. I'll be starting that soon. I was kind of scared about that, but it'll be one of my facing my fears. So the seed is Zera, which has to do with time. And what did I say? The etymology. Oh, the etymology of the word era. Shut up, Eddie. Listen, y'all not going to be policing men. Men are not going to be policing us about our damn hair, okay? I look good with weave or bald headed. I can do all of it. It don't even matter. Anyway, the word era, E-R-A. The etymology of it also means brass, copper, or money. That's how I know that time has to do with money or energy, because that's all the same thing. The word brass also comes from the Hebrew word nakash. Again, you're going back to the serpent. So I know that the serpent got to do with money and time. Now, this is kind of tying into karma, what I said earlier about, how the penis is being used to deliver what we call time, which puts us in a prison, which we have to serve time, and it's based on our karma. Become a master of our thoughts, allow us to use this body to transport. Okay, yeah. Karma has a lot to do with your time, what you do with your time and your energy. How do I know that? Because the word money in Greek is karma. It really is that simple. If you get a dictionary, see, people like to throw their Bibles away. When I first came into the whole conscious thing, I saw people like throwing their Bibles away, and I'm just like, y'all retarded? Like, no, that book is esoteric. It's very metaphysical. It's a science book. There's all kind of nuggets in there. Like, that's foolish to throw away the Bible. But anyway, from the Greek word, it's spelled K-E-R-M-A. It's karma. That's money. That's why I keep asking, what are you doing with your time? What are you doing with your money? What are you doing with your energy? Are you doing it to help lift humanity? Are you doing it to help others? What's the difference between penis and clitoris other than sperm? Size. Yours is bigger than mine. I don't know. That's a good question. You can answer that though, Nature Boy, the difference between penis and clitoris. Helios Biblos is the sun book, and they say that the moon book is the Quran. Although, the word Quran, that really has to do with the heart too, because it has core on it, and core has to do with heart. Time and energy is your investment. Exactly. Okay, bye. Shalanti? Okay. She said she's leaving. Karama in Arabic means generosity and presence. Okay, so we're back to that word present again. Right? Has to do with the serpent. When you're saying Karama, you're also saying Quran. Has to do with the heart. So karma is about your time and your energy and stuff like that. It has to do with money, which has to do with change. Change is what? Silver and gold. Silver and gold. Silver and gold is the moon and the sun. The moon is silver. And the sun is gold. That's time. Those things rule time. So that's how I know that karma has to do with time. Now, when you say karma, you're saying karma. Car means heart. That's how you get the word cardiology. So karma, you're saying the heart of the mother. Ma is the mother. That's how I know that karma has a lot to do with the heart of the mothers on the planet, which is why I put all of my focus into women. And I put all of my focus into women's womb. Okay? I know that a lot of what we're going through on earth has to do with how we treat earth, number one. But, the woman, especially the black woman, is the original woman of earth. And how we see her and treat her, and even how she loves and treat herself, have a lot to do with our karma. She's the original. Okay? She forgot though, but that's okay. We're coming around a cycle, which she'll start to remember. What did I say? I said, it's my opinion that karma is what you do with your time. Your time is precious. And I'm not just making that up. Like the word precious in Greek is time. Time. The word precious in Greek is time. When you're saying precious, you're saying price. You're saying that money is precious. You're saying time is precious. You're saying energy is precious, which is why we have to learn to not give our energy to a bunch of bullshit, because it's really just wasteful. It's so wasteful. And I'm talking to myself too, because, God, which is your universe within yourself, don't like waste. Or it really doesn't get wasted. It gets reproduced somehow. Again, that's also why the women should not be allowing men to just ejaculate in them. I like a guy, I meet a guy, I'm on birth control. Yeah, you can come and meet. Fuck no. He's going to put his whole brain up in you. You're going to be walking around thinking like him. Okay? I think I'm playing. But time is precious and time costs money. So what I wrote down is that karma is really relative to balance. Because nature is going to give you back what you give it. Whether it's in your past life or this life, like I don't know how it works, like when it comes back or whatever, but nature is going to give you back what you give it. A lot of times we don't realize that this is karma because it looks different, because it comes from a money exchange. There's a word in the Bible or a phrase in the Bible that says a changer of money. That word, the Greek word that came from, has karma right in the front of it. So what that tells me is that when we put certain energy out, we get it back. It just looks different. It's just like no different than the sperm. When a man ejaculates into a woman, it looks like nothing, right? Well, she grows that and births a child. It looks completely different. Just like you plant a seed in the ground and it just looks like this little teeny dot or whatever. You put it in the ground and it grows into a flower. It looks completely different. So Mother Nature is doing the same thing. So let's say you gave Mother Nature 2 quarters. She could give you back 50 pennies. You wouldn't even fucking realize it because it looks different. I hope that makes sense, what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that Mother Nature represents, like, the exchange of money, and she gives you back what you give her. If you're fucking up the earth and nobody's loving each other and all that other shit, what you think gonna happen? Until she goes through her cycles and helps us remember again. So, what did I say? Karma has to do with the heart and the subconscious. I don't think Kizzy is on here, but Kizzy said something to me that really, really, I need to actually inbox her and thank her, because she really helped me realize something within myself, because I kept asking her, I was asking on the page, I was saying something like, me dealing with different men in my life, and me dealing with the issue of them not wanting to commit, or them not wanting to be, I have called myself a witch, yes. I'm learning, I'm remembering, because I should know how to cast spells, because I understand sounds. But I always tell the universe that I will use it for only righteousness, and I won't abuse that skill or that talent. But what Kizzy said to me, she said that the reason why you're not get back what you think that you should get back is because of your intention. The intention of your heart is not pure. And she really made me think about that, because I had to realize this has to do with karma. I had to realize within myself, and I've made posts about this multiple times, that really when I was trying to have relationships with men, it was more so to conquer them than it was to actually be in a really relationship with them. It was to get them to submit to me and to submit. Almost the same word. Very close. Okay? But your karma is coming from your subconscious and your true intentions. That's why you can never get over on anybody. You can't. You can think that you're getting over on them. Your true heart, your intentions, the vibration that you put out, if it was a bunch of bullshit, that shit coming right back to you. That's what the letter U is. That's how come you cannot blame anybody else really for your own shit, because the letter U, the way it's shaped, it starts at the top and it goes to the other side and comes back up at the top. It's you. Look at a magnet. A magnet is shaped like the letter U. People are afraid of their shadow. Yes, they are. That's where all the truth is. That's why I made the post today that said that, to be stable is not fully about money. That's what it looks like on the surface. It appears like to be stable is about money. But no, to be stable is to be able to stand in your own shit. Stand on yourself. Stand on your own word. I don't know. Yeah, it just means to be able to stand on your own shit. To rely on yourself. So, I don't know where I was going with it. But anyway. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. I already talked about all of this. So, oh yeah, and one more thing. I'm going to go ahead and take this out and be done with this. But the Garden of Eden, so now that we know that, the Garden of Eden has a lot to do with what is happening in the womb and what is happening during sex and an exchange of energy and how it has to do with karma and all that kind of stuff, right? Now, what I say about the actual tree, I'm talking about the tree of good and evil. I read Genesis